Imagine this. You are 85 years old. Every morning, your body doesn't feel as flexible as before. Your joints ache, your energy is lower, and even simple tasks feel harder. One of those tasks? Taking a shower. For younger people, showering is just a routine. But for seniors, how often to shower isn't just about hygiene. It's about safety, comfort, and maintaining dignity. So, does everyone really need to shower every day? If you shower too little, could it cause health problems? But if you shower too often, could it damage aging skin? This is an important question, more than you might think. In this video, we'll explore how often is enough, the hidden risks of showering too much or too little, and the best ways for seniors to stay clean, safe, and comfortable while keeping their independence. Let's dive in. Showering daily may have been a lifelong habit, but for older adults, it is not always necessary. As we age, the skin becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive. Frequent washing can strip away natural oils, leading to dryness, itchiness, and even cracks. These can increase the risk of infections. Experts recommend showering 2 to 3 times per week to maintain hygiene while protecting skin health. However, if a senior sweats a lot, stays active, or has incontinence issues, they may need to wash more often. If showering becomes difficult or stressful, a sponge bath can help. This means cleaning key areas like the face, underarms, groin, and feet with a damp washcloth. It keeps the body fresh without the strain of a full shower. But hygiene is not just about how often you shower. It is also about comfort and safety. Seniors can use alcohol-free wipes and moisturizing body washes. Bathrooms should have grab bars, non-slip mats, and a shower chair to prevent falls. There is no strict rule for shower frequency. It depends on health, activity levels, and personal comfort. The most important thing is to stay clean, protect the skin, and ensure safety, while preserving independence in daily life. For many seniors, showering is not just a routine. It is a physical and emotional challenge. As people age, their bodies change. Simple tasks become more difficult. One of the biggest concerns is safety. Number 1. Risk of falling stepping into a wet and slippery bathroom can be dangerous. According to the National Institute on Aging, bathroom falls are one of the leading causes of injuries among seniors. Slippery tiles and wet shower floors increase the risk. Even stepping in and out of the tub can be a struggle. Many seniors fear falling. This makes them hesitant to shower. To reduce risks, safety modifications like grab bars, non-slip mats, and shower chairs are essential. These small adjustments make showering safer and more comfortable. Number 2. Physical challenges. Aging causes stiff joints, muscle weakness, and reduced mobility. Standing too long or lifting arms to wash hair can feel exhausting. Warm water helps relieve aches, but for many seniors, showering still feels like a tiring task. Number 3. Loss of independence and emotional impact. For seniors who need help, showering can feel like a loss of dignity. Many have spent their lives caring for themselves, so needing assistance with something so personal can feel frustrating or embarrassing. Empathy is key. A gentle approach, clear communication, and respecting personal preferences can make showering easier and more comfortable. For seniors, the timing of a shower can make a big difference in comfort, energy levels, and overall well-being. There is no universal rule. The best time depends on individual needs and preferences. However, both morning and evening showers offer unique benefits. Number 1. Morning showers. A refreshing start. Many elderly individuals prefer to shower in the morning. A morning shower boosts circulation, wakes up the senses, and provides a fresh start to the day. For seniors who feel stiff or sluggish, warm water helps loosen joints and muscles. This makes movement easier. Morning showers are also great for those with a daily routine that involves getting dressed and going out. They help improve alertness and mental clarity. Number 2. Evening showers. A relaxing wind down. On the other hand, many seniors enjoy showering in the evening. A warm shower before bed relaxes the body, relieves stress, and promotes better sleep. For those with joint pain or muscle tension, a nighttime shower can ease discomfort. It also makes falling asleep easier. Evening showers are also ideal for seniors who sweat during the day. Some simply feel more comfortable sleeping in fresh, clean skin. Number 3. Choosing what works best ultimately. There is no right or wrong time to shower. The best choice is what fits an individual's routine. It should make them feel comfortable and refreshed. Caregivers and family members should consider personal preferences. They should also provide flexibility. Whether it's morning or evening, the goal is to create a stress-free, enjoyable experience. One that supports both physical hygiene and emotional well-being. For seniors, the right water temperature and bathroom aids can make showering safer and more comfortable. These small adjustments help reduce risks. They also create a more pleasant experience. Number 1. The ideal water temperature. A hot shower may sound relaxing, but water that is too hot can be harmful to elderly skin. As people age, their skin becomes thinner and more sensitive. This makes it more prone to burns and irritation. A temperature that feels comfortable for younger adults may be too harsh for seniors. The best option is lukewarm water. It provides enough warmth to relax muscles and improve circulation. At the same time, it avoids damaging the skin. Water that is too cold, on the other hand, may be uncomfortable. It can even increase the risk of chills or muscle stiffness. Number 2. The benefits of a handheld shower head. A handheld shower head can make showering much easier. It allows better control over water flow. This makes it easier to rinse specific areas without excessive movement. It is especially helpful for seniors with limited mobility or balance issues. Using a handheld shower head also reduces the risk of water splashing into the face or eyes. For many seniors, this can be uncomfortable. It also ensures that soap and shampoo are thoroughly rinsed without requiring too much repositioning. Number 3. Safety features for a secure shower. To minimize fall risks, seniors should have grab bars, non-slip mats, and a shower chair. These simple aids help prevent accidents. They also make showering safer and more enjoyable. By adjusting water temperature and using proper shower aids, seniors can maintain a safe, comfortable, and stress-free hygiene routine. The right water temperature and bathroom aids can make showering safer and more comfortable. These small adjustments help reduce risks. They also create a more pleasant experience. Number 1. The ideal water temperature. A hot shower may sound relaxing, but water that is too hot can be harmful to elderly skin. As people age, their skin becomes thinner and more sensitive. This makes it more prone to burns and irritation. A temperature that feels comfortable for younger adults may be too harsh. The best option is lukewarm water. It provides enough warmth to relax muscles and improve circulation. At the same time, it avoids damaging the skin. Water that is too cold, on the other hand, may be uncomfortable. It can even increase the risk of chills or muscle stiffness. Number 2. The benefits of a handheld shower head. A handheld shower head can make showering much easier. It allows better control over water flow, making it easier to rinse specific areas without excessive movement. This is especially helpful for those with limited mobility or balance issues. Using a handheld shower head also reduces the risk of water splashing into the face or eyes. For many, this can be uncomfortable. It also ensures that soap and shampoo are thoroughly rinsed without requiring too much repositioning. Number 3. Safety features for a secure shower. To minimize fall risks, it is important to have grab bars, non-slip mats, and a shower chair. These simple aids help prevent accidents. They also make showering safer and more enjoyable. By adjusting water temperature and using proper shower aids, older adults can maintain a safe, comfortable, and stress-free hygiene routine. As people age, their skin and hair go through significant changes. Choosing the right skincare and hair care products is essential to maintaining healthy, hydrated skin and strong, manageable hair. Using the wrong products can lead to dryness, irritation, or discomfort. That's why selecting gentle and nourishing options is key. Number 1. Gentle cleansers for sensitive skin. Older skin becomes thinner, drier, and more delicate. This makes harsh soaps unsuitable. Regular soaps often contain strong detergents that strip away natural oils. Instead, seniors should use mild, fragrance-free body washes or moisturizing cleansers. Ingredients like glycerin, aloe vera, and oatmeal help retain moisture and soothe irritation. After showering, applying a fragrance-free moisturizer is crucial. The skin absorbs moisture best when it is slightly damp. Lotions with ceramides, shea butter, or natural oils help lock in hydration. This prevents dryness and itching. Number 2. Choosing the right shampoo and conditioner. Aging hair often becomes thinner, drier, and more fragile. Using the right shampoo and conditioner makes a difference. Seniors should opt for mild, sulfate-free shampoos to prevent excessive dryness. A lightweight conditioner helps keep the hair soft, reduces tangles, and adds moisture. For those with extremely dry or brittle hair, using a conditioner every time they wash their hair helps maintain hydration. Number 3. Keeping hair and skin healthy. Using lukewarm water instead of hot water prevents excessive dryness. Limiting hair washing to once or twice a week helps preserve natural oils and prevents scalp irritation. By selecting the right skincare and hair care products, seniors can maintain soft, nourished skin and healthy, manageable hair while feeling comfortable and refreshed. Proper hair care and oral hygiene play a crucial role in overall well-being. Healthy hair and clean teeth contribute to comfort, confidence, and good health. As people age, these routines may need adjustments to suit changing needs. Number 1. How often should seniors wash their hair? There is no universal rule for hair washing frequency. However, most older adults find that washing their hair once or twice a week is enough. Frequent washing can strip away natural oils. This can leave the scalp dry and irritated. A mild, sulfate-free shampoo is the best choice. It cleans effectively without causing excessive dryness. Following up with a lightweight conditioner keeps the hair soft, manageable, and free from tangles. For those with very dry or thinning hair, using a conditioner after every wash makes a noticeable difference. Number 2. The importance of oral hygiene. Good oral hygiene is essential for overall health. Healthy teeth and gums make it easier to eat, speak, and feel confident. Seniors should brush twice a day using a soft bristled toothbrush and fluoride toothpaste. A gentle circular motion helps remove plaque without irritating sensitive gums. Flossing daily is just as important. It removes food particles and plaque from areas a toothbrush cannot reach. If traditional floss is difficult to use, floss picks or water flossers are great alternatives. Number 3. Denture care and overall hygiene. For seniors with dentures, daily cleaning is a must. Soaking dentures in a cleanser and brushing them gently prevents bacteria buildup and discomfort. By maintaining proper hair and oral care, seniors can enjoy better hygiene, improved health, and a greater sense of well-being. Wearing clean clothing and sleeping on fresh bedding is more than just about appearance. It plays a major role in comfort, hygiene, and emotional well-being. For seniors, keeping a regular laundry routine helps prevent skin irritation, infections, and unpleasant odors. It also provides a sense of freshness and dignity. Number 1. The impact of clean clothes on comfort and health. Wearing fresh, clean clothes every day makes a real difference. Clothes worn for too long can collect sweat, bacteria, and dead skin cells. This may cause discomfort or skin problems. Soft, breathable fabrics are best, especially for those with sensitive or aging skin. Seniors should change undergarments, socks, and sleepwear daily to maintain good hygiene. Outerwear can often be worn multiple times before washing, depending on activity level and comfort. Number 2. Bedding and sleep hygiene. Fresh bedding contributes to better sleep quality and overall health. Ideally, sheets and pillowcases should be changed at least once a week. This helps prevent the buildup of sweat, dust, and allergens. For seniors who experience night sweats or incontinence, washing bedding more often may be necessary. Sleeping on clean sheets makes rest more comfortable and refreshing. Number 3. Laundry tips. For seniors, doing laundry can become difficult with age. Using lightweight baskets, sorting clothes by color, and choosing mild detergents can make it easier. Caregivers or family members can also assist when needed. By keeping clothing and bedding fresh, seniors can enjoy greater comfort, better hygiene, and improved well-being every day. For some elderly individuals, showering can feel overwhelming. Fear of falling, discomfort with water temperature, or even embarrassment can make them avoid it. In some cases, conditions like dementia may cause confusion or resistance to bathing. However, there are ways to encourage hygiene while respecting their dignity and comfort. Number 1. Understanding their concerns. It's important to identify why a senior refuses to shower. Are they afraid of falling? Do they feel cold? Or do they simply not see the need? Once the cause is clear, adjustments can be made. For those who fear falling, installing grab bars, using non-slip mats, or providing a shower chair can improve safety. If cold water is the issue, warming the bathroom and ensuring a comfortable water temperature can make a big difference. Number 2. Making bathing a comfortable routine. A predictable routine helps many seniors feel more at ease. Bathing at the same time each day, using familiar products, and keeping the process quick can reduce resistance. For those who still refuse a full shower, a sponge bath can be an alternative. Cleaning essential areas like the face, underarms, groin, and feet helps maintain hygiene without stress. Number 3. Using a gentle approach. Forcing someone to shower can lead to frustration. Instead, gentle encouragement, patience, and understanding are key. Playing relaxing music, using warm towels, or turning shower time into a calming experience can help. By addressing concerns, maintaining flexibility, and providing reassurance, caregivers can help seniors stay clean while feeling respected and comfortable. In summary, there is no single answer to how often seniors should shower each week. The key is not just hygiene. It is about staying clean, safe, and comfortable in daily life. By understanding the challenges seniors face, adjusting shower frequency, adding safety measures, and using the right care products, we can help them stay fresh while keeping their independence and dignity. More importantly, showering is not just about cleanliness. It is about confidence, comfort, and quality of life. When seniors feel clean and refreshed, their mood improves. They can enjoy life more fully. Have you ever thought about how you want to care for yourself as you age? Will you live independently, making your own choices? Or will you rely on others for even the most basic needs? Share your thoughts on how often seniors should shower in the comments. Or if you agree with this video, comment number 9. Have you ever felt like you'd rather stay silent than argue? Or found yourself trapped in meaningless conversations where people impose their opinions without ever considering yours? Maybe you've even felt overlooked, unheard, like your presence was nothing more than a background detail in someone else's story. If you've ever experienced moments like these, you are not alone. But remember, silence doesn't mean you've lost. It simply proves that you are wise enough not to waste your energy on things that don't matter. And don't forget, this isn't weakness, it's intelligence. It's not that you can't argue. It's that you understand peace is far more valuable than proving who's right and who's wrong. This is the mark of someone who has lived, who knows their worth, and who no longer feels the need to conform to things that no longer serve them. At this stage in life, you no longer have to endure empty conversations or maintain relationships that drain you. What if you chose solitude over forced socialization, set boundaries, and embraced the quiet life you deserve? Let's explore why more and more people over 70 are choosing stillness over social obligation, and why this may be the wisest decision you'll ever make. Number 1. Mr. Richard. When family no longer listens for most of his life, Mr. Richard, a 76-year-old man, was the foundation of his family. He worked tirelessly to provide for his children, gave them everything they needed, and was always the one they turned to for advice. His words carried weight, and his presence commanded respect. But as the years passed, something changed. The man who was once the pillar of his family was now just a shadow in the background. His children made decisions without consulting him. His grandchildren barely acknowledged his opinions. Conversations that once felt warm and engaging were now rushed, dismissive, and indifferent. It started with small things. A family dinner where his advice was ignored. A conversation where his words were cut off. A moment when he realized no one was really listening. He would be in a room full of loved ones, yet somehow he felt invisible. One evening, during a family gathering, Richard shared a piece of advice with his grandson about career choices. Before he could finish, his grandson glanced at his phone, nodded absent-mindedly, and changed the subject. His own daughter barely noticed and kept talking about her plans for the future, plans that she had never discussed with him. That night, Richard sat alone in his chair, staring at the walls of his home. He had spent his entire life raising and guiding his family, yet now, he felt like a guest in his own house. He had always imagined growing old surrounded by love, respect, and meaningful conversations, but instead, he was met with disinterest, impatience, and silence. Then came the realization. He was no longer seen as someone valuable, but as someone outdated. At first, it hurt deeply. The people he had sacrificed so much for no longer saw him as the wise father and grandfather, but as an old man with outdated opinions. But as painful as it was, he knew he had a choice. Continue forcing himself into conversations where he wasn't respected, or reclaim his dignity and prioritize his own peace. So, he made a quiet decision. He stopped offering advice where it wasn't wanted. He no longer forced himself into conversations where he wasn't valued. Instead, he began investing his time in the things that brought him personal joy, reading books that stimulated his mind, writing down his own life lessons, and spending time with old friends who truly valued his wisdom. The less he chased after attention from those who dismissed him, the lighter he felt. He wasn't retreating from his family. He was simply choosing not to beg for a place in their conversations. And surprisingly, this shift brought him something unexpected: peace. Key lesson: respect isn't something that should fade with age. If the people around you no longer value your voice, you don't have to fight for their attention. You can choose to focus on yourself instead. If you've ever felt unheard, unappreciated, or treated as if your thoughts no longer matter, maybe it's time to stop seeking validation and start embracing your own self-worth. Are you constantly trying to be heard in spaces where no one listens? Maybe it's time to listen to yourself instead. Number 2. Mr. Martin. When socializing becomes a burden for most of his life, Mr. Martin, a 70-year-old man, was known for being friendly and outgoing. He spent decades attending family gatherings, chatting with neighbors, and never missing a meetup with friends. He believed that staying socially engaged would bring him joy in his later years. But over time, he realized that reality was no longer the same. The conversations he once enjoyed now felt exhausting. He no longer felt truly connected to the people around him. His grandchildren were always distracted by their phones. His friends only talked about illnesses, politics, or topics he had lost interest in. He smiled, nodded, and tried to fit in. But deep down, he felt like an outsider among those he once felt closest to. One evening, Mr. Martin found himself at a family gathering, surrounded by laughter and chatter, yet he felt an overwhelming emptiness inside. He looked around and realized he no longer belonged there. Everyone was busy in their own conversations, not noticing that he sat in silence, drained, wondering if he should continue forcing himself into these gatherings. That night, Mr. Martin had a moment of clarity. He realized that forcing himself to engage in conversations that no longer brought him joy was only making him more exhausted. What he truly needed wasn't more social connections, but rather peace of mind. So he gradually distanced himself from unnecessary social interactions. He declined invitations to gatherings that he knew would drain him. Instead, he spent more time reading, walking in the park, listening to music, and embracing the quiet moments that allowed him to reconnect with himself. And surprisingly, he didn't feel lonely. Instead, he felt relieved, at peace, and more in tune with himself than ever before. Key lesson: we don't need to force ourselves to maintain conversations and relationships that no longer bring us joy. Avoiding certain social interactions doesn't mean isolation. It means choosing freedom, choosing peace, and prioritizing what truly nurtures our well-being. Are you spending energy on relationships that exhaust you? Maybe it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the solitude you truly need. Number 3, Mrs. Evelyn. Learning to set boundaries for a healthier life. For most of her life, Mrs. Evelyn, a 72-year-old woman, was the heart of her family. She was the one who hosted holiday gatherings, planned family barbecues, and made sure everyone stayed connected. She took pride in being the one people relied on, always saying yes to every request, every invitation, every favor. But what happens when being the family's rock starts to feel like a burden rather than a joy? As the years went by, Mrs. Evelyn started feeling exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally. She no longer found joy in organizing events. Instead, she felt like it was an obligation, an expectation that drained her more and more each time. But how could she say no? Wouldn't that make her seem selfish, ungrateful, or even distant from her own family? Then came one particularly exhausting weekend. She had just finished hosting a large family gathering, spending days preparing food, making sure everything was perfect, and keeping everyone entertained. When the last guest left, she sat down, completely drained. Her legs ached, her back was sore, and worst of all, her heart felt heavy with exhaustion. She realized that she had been pouring all of her energy into making others happy, but had completely neglected herself. That night, as she lay in bed unable to sleep from sheer exhaustion, she had a painful realization. If she kept living like this, always saying yes, always putting others before herself, she would burn out completely. She knew it was time to make a change. At first, it was incredibly difficult to set boundaries. Saying no to family events or asking others to take on responsibilities made her feel guilty. She worried that her family would see her differently or think she didn't care anymore. But the truth was, she needed this change to survive. Slowly, she started making small adjustments. She would decline invitations when she felt too tired, suggest smaller, more manageable gatherings, and most importantly, ask for help instead of taking on everything alone. The results were life-changing. She no longer spent her days overwhelmed and exhausted. Instead, she had more energy for the things that truly made her happy: gardening, morning walks, reading, and spending time with loved ones on her own terms. She no longer felt like a servant to her family's expectations, but rather a person who had reclaimed control over her own well-being. Key lesson: setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about protecting your own health and happiness. If saying yes to everyone else is making you feel drained and exhausted, maybe it's time to start saying yes to yourself instead. Are you constantly overextending yourself for others? Have you forgotten how to prioritize your own needs? It's never too late to take back control and create a life that nourishes you instead of draining you. Number 4. Mr. Walter. When too many relationships don't mean true happiness for most of his life, Mr. Walter, a 75-year-old man, was surrounded by people. He had a large circle of acquaintances, never missing a weekend gathering, a neighborhood event, or a casual coffee meetup with old friends. He believed that staying socially active meant staying fulfilled. The more people in his life, the richer his life would be. But as the years passed, he started to feel something was missing. The laughter, the endless small talk, the social buzz. None of it felt as satisfying as it once did. He would leave these gatherings feeling strangely empty, like he had spent hours talking, but had not truly connected with anyone. Then came the night that changed everything. He had just returned home from yet another dinner party. A room full of familiar faces, conversations flowing effortlessly. But as he sat alone in his quiet house afterward, a deep sadness washed over him. Why did he feel lonelier after being surrounded by people? He thought back to the conversations, shallow discussions about sports, politics, gossip about people he barely knew. No one had asked how he was really feeling. No one had truly listened. That's when he realized the painful truth. He was filling his time with people, but not with real connections. Walter decided to make a change. Instead of accepting every invitation out of habit, he started to ask himself a hard question. Do I truly enjoy spending time with these people? The answer, more often than not, was no. So, he slowly began cutting out the noise. He stopped attending events that left him feeling drained. He let go of acquaintances who only reached out when they needed something. Instead, he focused on the people who truly mattered: his daughter, his childhood friend who had always been there, and the few people in his life who genuinely cared to listen. The more he distanced himself from superficial relationships, the more he realized how much energy he had wasted trying to maintain connections that never truly fed his soul. And surprisingly, instead of feeling lonelier, he felt lighter, freer, and more at peace than ever before. Key lesson. The next part of this video is now available on my channel.